Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today is time for my first book haul of 2025. I'm pretty proud of myself. I didn't really buy anything in December or for most of January. I bought one book in Jan and I had already read it. And then I bought a couple this month, but I was anticipating that. There was another book fair and I did really well there, honestly. And I picked up a few other things, but I'm feeling good about the state of my TBR and all of that. So we're gonna jump in. Some of these you have already seen in different videos, so I might not go into a whole lot of detail with most of them, but let's start. Firstly, we're going to jump way back to Christmas because I have two Christmas gifts that I didn't get to show you in a haul yet. First one here is The Fiancé Dilemma by Elena Armas. This was a gift from Helen and so excited for this. I read The Spanish Love Deception for Junior Eurovision-a-thon in November. Loved it, and so I'm super excited for this one and also hopefully a chance to buddy read it with Helen, which should be fun. Helen is my favorite person to do buddy reads with. In fact, these days she's really the only person I do buddy reads with because we're just on the same wavelength in terms of like how much we discuss and like when we discuss, and there's just absolutely no stress. So it's really nice just to read something and talk about it and just have fun doing that with Helen. So hopefully that will be one that we get to pick up together. And then I talked about in my like Christmas reading plans that my partner and I were doing the Icelandic Christmas Eve tradition, which is I forget the Icelandic word, but it basically means Christmas book flood, where you and your family swap books on Christmas Eve and then you sit and you read them. And so we did that this year. I gave Alex, my partner, a list of 3 books that I wanted. Ironically, The Fiancé Dilemma was one of them. And he ended up choosing We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. I haven't finished the Thursday Murder Club books. I'm not like caught up with them, but I really enjoy them and I thought that this would also be a fun read. And also like there's a cat on it, like you can't go wrong with a book that has a cat on. So I haven't read this yet. I did read some of it on Christmas Eve. I read the first 62 pages and then just got distracted. So I will be coming back to that. I don't feel too bad because Alex also hasn't finished the thing that I gave him. So we're fine. We're going to talk about a couple of things that I bought like separately. And then we will go into the stack of Bookfair that you can kind of see. So these kind of really work well together because 2 of them are for the same thing. The first one you've already seen, which is Face Off by Chelsea Curto. I talked about this in my last video for my Babe reading roundup. I loved this. This is the first book in the DC Stars series. Both of the 2 main characters are in the NHL. And the female character is the first female to play in the league. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And Chelsea Curto will be at Babe. And so I got this one to start collecting her books before the event. So there's that one. And then I also picked up Faye's Torment by Atlas Rose and Kim Folks, which are the same person. I am like 99% sure. But this is part of the Mafia Monsters series. This isn't usually, like, I wouldn't touch anything with the word mafia in, but I've read a little bit of this and something about it grabbed me, and so I want to actually read this whole thing. It's not available at the event from Atlas Rose, and it's not on KU either. So I just jumped ahead and just bought it because I've been looking at this for like 3 years now. It caught my interest when I was reading for Babe and Rare in 2023. And so I figured it's finally time for me to actually just read it. Thoughts on that one soon. And then I also grabbed at the same time a book for Eurovision-a-thon because I found this one. It'll mark off a country that I haven't read already, and that is The Last Goddess by Katerina Tokova. And this one is translated by Andrew Oakland. This is kind of set in a couple of different places. From the witch trials of the 17th century through Nazi-occupied Germany. And it seems to be kind of following this family, following the women. And that sounds really interesting. And this will mark off the Czech Republic. I've never marked it off before with a book for the readathon. So this one will be definitely one that I am trying to get to when the readathon comes along in April. Okay, I actually forgot to share this one. I did a little book swap with someone, and I gave her quite a few books, and I ended up only taking The North Wind by Alexandria Warwick. I've heard good things about this one, and I wanted to read it, and I thought, for essentially a free book, why not? Okay, so now we go on to the Bookfair books. I gave myself a limit going in that I could only buy 10 books, and so the Bookfair is across 3 different rooms, 2 really big rooms and then one smaller one that's like a special collection sort of thing. By the time I reached the end of the 3rd room, I actually had 11 books, and then I ended up putting one of them back anyway because I didn't feel like I really wanted it. It was the first one I picked up, and then by the end I was like, am I just wanting to pick this up because it's like something, you know? So I ended up with 10, and I'm going to share them with you today. There is definitely a theme running through them. So I have here this omnibus of Dorothy L. Sayers. This is Strong Poison. Have his car case. It literally says car case. I don't know. I thought I was reading carcass wrong, but carcass has 2 S's, and this is literally car case. We'll see what it means. And Unnatural Death. I wouldn't usually grab something like this because I don't really like omnibuses, but Unnatural Death is the next one in the series, and I didn't own it, and I figured that it would be a good way to just like grab that one and then have a few others, and then I will slowly replace these ones with the newer covers that have come out, which I actually have right here. Definitely for no reason, has nothing to do with anything that I'm planning. But these ones are from Hodder, so eventually I will replace this with these ones. But for now, it was 3 books for $4. Went for it. And I also got the documents in the case, also by Dorothy L. Sayers. I love the little mushroom, it's so cute. And yes, again, I thought that I would just grab this and read it, and then I can replace them later. I mean, if I decide to. I may read these all and decide that I don't want to replace them. We'll see. Next up, we have some Nao Marsh, because you know that I always pick up Nao Marsh when I see her books that I don't already have. So I got 2 this time. This is Surfeit of Lampreys. I have no idea what that means, but sure. And then nice and easy one, Hand in Glove. These have got, I don't know who was designing Nao Marsh's books, but whoever did, I swear, makes the creepiest covers for her books. Like, I have some of these for Agatha Christie, and they're not nearly as creepy as these ones. So, I don't know, maybe Nao Marsh wanted hers to be creepier than Agatha's. I don't know. But, as always, very excited to read these ones. Alright. Let's move on to this one. This is The Daughter of Time by Josephine Tey. This has something to do with like the British Museum and Richard III, and like whether he killed the princes in the towers. I don't know. It should be interesting. That mystery is something that I've kind of been interested in for a little while, and so I'm excited to read a book about it and see what Josephine Tey thought. Well, kind of. This is fiction, but you know, I'd be interested just to read anything about it. Kind of going with that one as well, I have Angel with Two Faces by Nicola Upson. This is another, like, I would say this is more of a cozy mystery, while as the Sayers, the Marsh, and I'm assuming the Tey are more just golden age. I don't know. But this one actually features Josephine Tey as the lead character, and she is, I think this one is set in Cornwall. Yeah, she goes down to Cornwall to like work on her novel, and yeah, there's obviously a mystery. I'm excited for this one. I lived in Cornwall for a while, so it does have a special place in my heart, and I am excited to see where in Cornwall it's set, and just have fun reading that. And last 2 here are from the same author. This one is The Feast of Artemis and The Lady of Sorrows by Anne Zurudi, maybe. These ones are part of a series that's called The Mysteries of the Greek Detective. They are set in Greece, and they follow a detective who is apparently half Poirot, and I am excited to give these ones a go. Again, I might try and slip these ones on my Eurovision-a-thon TBR as well, because I do have plenty of other things I could read for Greece, but most of them are mythology related, and it might be nice to read something a little bit different. But that is all of the books that I have bought so far this year, plus some from last year. Definitely a crime heavy theme. I don't know what it is. I'm in a crime mood lately. I have all of these. I'm reading quite a bit of crime. I am I am spending a lot of time watching Castle or rewatching Castle, which might have something to do with it, but it's just what I'm into at the moment. So, but that's everything for today, and I will see you all next time. And I think it is my roll of reads TBR. I think. We'll see, but I will see you then. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Bye.